King Alcohol has many forms by which he catches men. He is a beast of many horns, and ever thus has been.
For there's rum,
And gin,
and beer, and wine,
and brandy of logwood hue,
and hawk,
and port,
and flip, combined
to make a man look blue.
He says be merry,
For his good sherry,
and Tom and Jerry, champagne and Paris.
And howdy, folks. How y'all doing today?
Yo, what's up?
Did you hear that beautiful pop? Did you hear that?
I heard pop.
Did it pick it up? I hope.
I hope it did, yeah.
It was not.
Cowboy likes that sound.
It was not champagne.
It's usually something else.
You could do it again.
Popping.
Wasn't even a champagne velvet.
Put it back in.
There's no way I'm putting that back in.
That's what she said.
Starting off early.
What is that, Brennan?
Welcome, boys.
Welcome. Welcome to the pigs.
Yes, and we have our D is with us. It's been a while. Huh? What's the last show D's been on?
Memphis.
Memphis. Was
Memphis.
That last? Holy shnikes.
That was
Yeah.
the last show? Wow.
Yeah.
That was a year. That was over a year
years
ago.
ago.
No,
2
was it-
years, right?
Was it 2 years? No.
Yeah, 2
Yeah,
years ago.
because we didn't go on a man trip
Uh-uh.
last. Yeah, it's been 2 years.
At least.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
year we didn't.
All right.
Yeah.
It was like
So-
2 Februaries ago.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Damn.
All right. Well, sorry.
So
D.
you must not have missed us.
Well, yeah.
I'm never invited. No, I'm shit.
You're usually working.
Yeah,
Here's the
that's
thing.
true.
Everyone's invited to everything we ever do.
Yes. Pretty much. Yeah, we're not gonna turn you away if you just all you gotta do is like ping us on the Facebook and
Yeah, it's not like
and
we
ask
hide
us
it.
if we're doing a show.
It's not like
this
we
week.
hide what we're doing.
I know. I'm just
ever.
giving
I
you
know.
grief.
It's all right.
Except Jeremy Brown. Jeremy, you
I
wait
have
for
other cups for this. This isn't.
Oh.
This was meant for. This was
Well, how
meant
come
for
nobody
other
said
stuff.
anything?
This was meant for other stuff. Those are the sample cups, so we don't have to wash anything out.
Oh.
Brendan, have you done this before?
Hey,
No,
there's a cup
apparently
in
not.
front of me, and there's beer in front of me, and I
Yeah.
started pouring.
Okay. If for everybody, this is Brandon's first time pouring beer at a show. Apparently, normally someone else does it for him. He just sits there and looks pretty.
Brennan, I would have done the same
That is
thing.
true. There was
I
a
won't give
cup
you a
and
hard
there's
time.
open beer, right? So we're gonna start the show. It's
We already started the show earlier. We should have been recording because
yeah, no.
we always
Yeah.
do that. We get into like great conversations, and then we try to figure out how we can loop back into all that,
Yeah.
and it always comes off awful.
It never works well.
It doesn't
Can't
work
do that. You can't bring something back once it's been done.
Well, I was pre-game. I might be a little nasally because I'm still a little congested, but I figured screw it. Beer's good for the flu or cold or whatever, right?
Good for
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
ails you.
Yeah,
And
so-
whiskey. Yep.
Because you were pre-gaming with what, a hoe garden?
A whole garden.
Everybody pre-games with a hoe.
What the hell?
I don't see any hose.
I was drinking on some New Glarus, the spotted cow.
Yeah, one of my last two.
Yeah,
that
one
I
of the
have.
last two.
We're gonna have to go back to Wisconsin then. No?
Well, yeah, I got somebody to. I got one of the guys on one of my pool teams. His wife goes up there every now and then. So I'm every couple of months, I think. So she keeps bringing back cases. I just haven't gone and gotten a case from her.
Oh, and also you.
I gotta wait till her husband's gone.
You poured
Sorry,
me a little
Greg.
bit of Peat Monster.
I did. Yeah, you pre-gamed. Well, you pre-gamed a little peat monster. You weren't real sure on that one.
No, it's still not. To be honest with you.
It's hard. It's a bit.
I'm telling you, you got to drink a little more. And I'm not just saying that to get drunk and get in the back door. You definitely
need to get me drunk.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you got to drink some more of that because I think we all, the first time we tried it, were like, holy shit. I mean, it is smoky and peaty. It's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But it's silky and buttery. And you got once you start drinking a little bit, you're like, holy, I don't know. It definitely didn't take but a few sips for me, and I was hooked. I mean, it's good shit. No, I mean, I don't usually have a bottle on hand all the time because it's so good, but I thought it was a gimmick. But
It is a one glasser for the night, though. But it's you get a big glass of it and just sit and and
it's
chill out.
It's a powerful drink.
It is a powerful one,
But it's good.
I don't know why, but I've been stuck on Bullet lately.
Bullet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I love.
Yeah.
But Costco has the big bottles for like $35.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah,
well,
there you go.
okay. So you buy one of those and you sip on that for about a week.
Awesome. And then D, we're not even gonna talk about what you were pre-gaming with over there.
Smirnoff Ice, wasn't it?
I got a couple leftovers.
We are gonna force D.
They were
to
cold.
Drink.
They were cold.
Yeah,
what
it's
can
true.
I say?
We're gonna force D to drink lots of beer tonight. He's not a big beer drinker, but damn it, he was gonna drink beer tonight. Don't care what he says. He's already home. Don't got to go nowhere. We are doing a home show from the house.
I don't drink
No,
beer.
that's never the reason why I don't drink beer.
It's got nothing to do with it.
Well, we still need to do. What was the place? The guys we met at the Savior Lebanon. What was a garden party? I forget the name of that place. It was the, you know what I'm talking
Jordan
about.
knows. Yeah. It was a big place. I don't know. Jordan
Lebanon?
had that info. No, it wasn't in Lebanon. They were up from somewhere else. Were they up from like Evansville or something like
I
that?
can't remember. It was really good though.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
have to
good
look
stuff.
that
We'll look it back up
Yeah.
for the Savor Lebanon.
Yeah.
I think did it already happen this year? I don't remember.
I think so.
I
I
might have
think it
missed the
just-
Savor
I
Lebanon
think it-
one.
I think it was just happened. I believe.
Yeah, we've got to. We're getting back out there. It's a slow process.
Yeah. But it's summertime and ready to go.
Sure
Voice is
doesn't
a
feel
little,
like
my
it.
voice is a little bit low on the recording. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I gotta fix stuff. I'm slow. What can I say? And I was pre-gaming with vodka and fruit juice because I don't know. I just needed something that wasn't because I knew all the beer we're gonna drink. So I needed to make sure I could handle all the rest of it and not have my stomach full of beer already.
This isn't bad.
I
Where are we
agree.
going first tonight? Where are we going first on this
Your
show?
house. We've been here for a while.
Well, no, I get you. But what beer are we going to first? Well, we never discussed.
This is Lost Abbey Carnival.
Okay. Well, what is it?
It's Saison.
Okay.
I tell you what, I haven't had a bad beer from this place. California, I believe, or Portland. I forget now. Shit. Uh-oh. Yeah, California.
Way to do your research.
I think this stuff, everything I've had from these guys has been amazing. I haven't had any Saisons. I've had a few stouts, a Serpent Stout, which I can't remember if we did that on the show or not. But
Wow.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't even taste the Brett in this.
I don't either. And it says
Because the Brett scares me. Brett,
Right.
while I like sours, I'm not a big Brett person, and because Brett adds a level of weird funk to it usually. And it's.
Oh, you still get that horse stall funk.
right, and it's the
horse
it's the-
blanket.
It's a Saison style blonde ale with American hops, and
Okay.
so you're still getting a little bit of horse blanket, but those
Yeah.
hops are
That is-
blending in
that is
well.
that is clean. I mean, that is a
It's
that is a
delicious.
summer beer right there.
That is good.
Yeah,
I enjoy that. Yeah, and me as a
delicious.
saison guy, I mean, it's right there in the ballpark. It's
I think
fantastic.
it's delicious. It's good. This place has really impressed me.
Yeah, because we've
Everything-
had a couple others from them on some of the other shows, I think, already.
Yeah, I got a few now from Tavor Tavor.
Tavor. Yes,
We've been
we
saying that
corrected
wrong
it.
for 6 months.
Hey,
but,
they didn't yell at us.
No, that's part of the joke.
I still think you're all saying it wrong.
No.
It's Tavour.
No, we did find out it's Tavor.
Whatever.
Tomato.
You just like it because it sounds like devour
Well, yeah,
or deflower.
sounds more sensual that way.
Deflower.
This stuff is really nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got another bottle I've got a bottle of something else from them.
I've been only getting dark beers from. This is the first time I've got anything different than dark beer, but this is beautiful.
It's got a slight bitterness at the back end,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
man, it's fantastic. I'd like to see some variants of this.
Yeah, it's a good summer. Like I said, this is a perfect summer beer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, take the huge giant bomber and stick it on. Hold on to it while you're driving your lawnmower around. It won't look bad at all.
Depends on what state you're
Big
in.
crazy straw.
As your you're down in your 40 of the saison. It'll look classy. It'll look classy in New Pal. You do that?
Edward 40 hands with these.
I could do that. Yeah,
I'd be
that's
down.
about. Yeah, that's a solid Edward 40 hands beer, right there.
What is it?
What's the ABV on that one? Does it say on the back? I think it says on the back and on the bottom. Shit! We forgot. Cowboy can't read.
No, fool. It says serving temperature and cellar temp. Thank you.
Oh,
Doesn't say
okay. Well, ooh,
ABV.
they're picky on
Yeah.
theirs.
We probably fucked that all up.
Yeah, we probably did. Well, we threw it in the freezer for about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That should be good.
It's got crystals on it, and then we served it in a frosty, in a frosty plastic blind pig's cup.
Somebody's throwing up at their location right now.
Last night I went for a KBS and I couldn't. I mean, again,
You couldn't.
putting it into a fucking frosty mug. I'm like, Miss, please.
Who? Where? Oh,
You know, you try not
really?
to be
Same
that-
place?
Yeah, it's like you try
No.
not to be that, like the beer geek, but there's a reason you drink things a certain way. But I was like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding
Still,
me.
we're
Yeah.
still having that problem.
Yeah,
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. We won't say.
but there are people that ask for it that way. But
They
you
do.
better then let them ask for it, but at least do it right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah, you gotta serve beer right. D may not know that. I don't know. You gotta serve dark beers need to be served in not a frosty mug.
I'm aware that different alcohols
Okay, wasn't sure.
need to be served different ways. I just
Different
don't
glasses.
know
It does
all
make
the
a difference.
specifics.
I do have
on
an
them.
entire collection of my dad sent me for Christmas, like all the different beer types of beer
did you?
glasses
Nice.
and all
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
I lost the sheet that said what you drink and what, but
Alcohol.
Yeah, all of it is beer.
yeah, I'm basically it's like, oh, that glass is clean. All right.
Well, the other ones are in the dishwasher right now. So.
Yeah, so I guess I'm drinking my saison out of a sniffer today.
That could be the right glass. I have no idea.
I think that's for the warmer, darker beers.
Yeah.
That you're so you can it's
Saison
like,
out of a tulip.
Tulip. Yeah.
Yeah.
possibly like a champagne flute.
Yeah.
To be fancy, pinky out.
Fancy Brit.
When in doubt, pinky
Yeah,
out.
pinky out.
Wow.
We do have some. Do have a little KBS up there in the counter.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Did you bring a KBS?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, it's a little easier to find now.
I don't know if I have a. I might have. I know I have a couple Founders left in the fridge, but I don't think I have a KBS in there.
I do, and I also brought another Founders. It's a barrel runner. It's Mosaic.
I seen that today.
Yeah, and rum barrel. So it sounded interesting.
Did you bring
I'm
it?
not sure
Yeah,
about the
it's
Mosaic.
okay.
Yeah. I see. I really like
Yeah.
Mosaic.
I don't understand what your problem with Mosaic is.
I don't know.
It's
I don't
one of
know.
my favorite hops now. I don't know. I really dig it.
Well,
Dig
that's
it.
because you suck, but it's okay. You know, this shit happens.
Oh, we just know good hops.
So we are recording this. We'll probably. I think we're drinking our good beer here. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But May the 4th be with you,
Oh my
everybody.
God.
I had to do it. We are recording on May the 4th. It's
Yeah,
there's a lot of Star Wars shit going on right now.
Yeah, there is.
my
Should be
question.
done.
Well, we could be talking about Avengers Endgame if you want.
Oh no,
I can
no,
talk
I haven't
about
seen
that.
it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it yet?
No.
That's all right.
Me
Don't
neither.
worry.
No.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll
No,
tell
no,
you
no.
all the spoilers.
Yeah,
No.
everyone dies.
Great.
Only
All right, I
half-
guess I don't need to spend $15
Only
now.
half of them.
I already knew that.
Well, the other half dies.
Oh,
There's nobody.
Thanos.
So-
He's just left alive and fat.
so that's how they restart the whole.
No, that's how it ends. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Everybody
But,
just
they're,
dies.
they're bringing in new actors to replace. Supposedly, you know.
No, they're not.
That's what I've heard.
There are no new actors coming in.
Really?
There's new characters coming in, but there will be no new actors coming in.
Well, all right. Maybe I misunderstood.
For,
but-
no new actors for existing characters.
so they're gone.
die.
They're just gone.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, I can
Well,
talk about
So
like
it's called Endgame for a reason.
Right. But I mean, I guess this is like the era's over.
mantles are handed over.
Right.
Like someone will take over the Iron Man suit eventually. Someone will take over Captain America's suit. Someone will, and there's a bunch of kids that all the kids and all that stuff goes further, and they're setting up for the rest of everything else.
Oh, it's gonna be like baby Looney Tunes and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's by far the best of
Yeah.
the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, so, like Muppet Babies. Yeah,
Wasn't that Tiny Toons?
Yeah,
there'll be a
but-
little Iron. There's a little baby Iron Man, a little baby Captain America, a little baby Hulk.
No. But hey, Baby Groot though.
Well, there's already baby Groot. So what do you?
Baby
so
Groot
at
was
that
great.
point, at that point, it's just going to be a stick.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that. Yeah. But I'm just
Baby
saying,
Groot would be a stick.
The Baby Groot
Yes.
in
Baby
the second
Groot.
Guardians of the Galaxy was the best.
I'm still annoyed at the fact that how much money motherfucking Vin Diesel got paid to say I am Groot for the last 10 years.
You would have taken it.
But he did it once. They just
reused it?
modified it.
Well, no,
every
there's
time.
there's a few where there's some inflection differences,
Yeah.
but he literally I think just sat there for like a day 10 years ago and just said I am Groot for
I'm so
8 hours.
I'm so happy with
I
him.
wonder if that's the most paid sentence. We'd have to look that up. 'cause
Actually-
that's
Oh,
pretty damn good.
for voiceover?
Actually, what I think so there used to be a I know we veered off of Star Wars, but
Thank
Imagine
God.
that.
there was a movie. I don't know if you remember it. There was a movie with Kurt Russell where he was like a super soldier and went on a planet. And he had like 3 lines, and that at the time he was the highest paid actor per line for everything.
What movie is that?
I don't.
I know
I've
what
pretty
you're
much seen
talking
every
about.
You know
Kurt
what I'm
Russell
talking
movie
about.
ever.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was like a super. He was like a engineered soldier, and they got rid of him and they sent him to like this like garbage planet, and he lived. And then all the younger, newer super soldiers, they had to realize he was alive, and they went and killed him, but he killed all of them. But yeah, that was
You know that one, Cowboy?
No,
I don't
sounds
either.
too much like Star Wars to me.
Yeah, right. I vaguely remember that in the plot.
It's in space. That's all it needs to matter.
You're not a sci-fi guy, are you?
No.
Oh, okay. No, I'm curious.
I mean,
oddly enough, the movie was called Soldier.
It's called
Yeah, it
Soldier.
was called
When did it come out?
1998.
Really?
Yeah.
give me
I
a good,
missed that one.
Give me a
Like
good
he
Western
had
End.
literally like 3 lines. He said 3 lines in it.
I never saw the movie. I just remember
Yeah.
I've seen it a million times. I've never watched it.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
that's a new one on my so he only said 3 lines.
It was something like that. But at the time when it came out, yeah, he was like the highest paid for if you per line spoken.
Right.
He was, because it was Kurt Russell at the time, and he was big and everything.
But
So
wait a minute, who played Helen Keller in?
That
Miracle
was,
Worker?
That was also Kurt Russell.
yeah, but as we all know, women don't get paid as much as men. So
Rightfully so.
Yeah, but she had to act.
no, she didn't. It was just her. That wasn't Helen Keller playing herself.
It's like Bad Company by Bad Company
Yeah,
on
can
the
you-
album Bad Company.
Yeah. Can you imagine directing Helen Keller?
No. Look this direction. What? The camera's over here.
I'm just not
I
seeing
can't
that.
work with her. She never fucking listens.
She never gets her lines right.
She's a prima donna.
You know,
we're
someone's gonna report you guys on this one.
Dude, if we were
I
gonna
used
get,
to
have you
wonder
listened
what.
to any of our shows?
I'm just
Yeah, if it
kidding.
hasn't happened yet, we're good.
There was a point in my life I wondered what I was going to hell for, and I figured it out now.
This whole show for the last like
this
3
week.
years. Yeah, just this week finally.
Making fun of Helen Keller. Huh?
I don't
Giving
think-
away
I don't
and
think
then
we're the
giving away
first.
endgame spoilers. You're gonna go to hell for giving away endgame spoilers.
I'm still gonna see it.
You see that guy got beat up outside the theater?
Yeah.
Actually,
It was
Cowboy,
in like Korea or North Korea or not North Korea, South Korea maybe. It was somewhere else. It wasn't U.S. I don't think. But yeah, he just walked out of the theater and just started yelling all the spoilers to all the people waiting outside.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then they beat him up.
Why would you do that? Who thinks that's a good idea? In any country.
I kind of think it's a good idea, but I'm gonna do it while I'm running, or while I'm driving by in the car.
I mean, that would have been like when people went and saw Empire Strikes Back when it came out. Okay, back to Star
Hey.
Wars.
Sorry, cats clawing at everything.
And someone came out and hadn't seen the movie yet, and they said, "Oh, Darth Vader's Luke's father."
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
What are you talking about?
He's never seen Star Wars.
You've never seen any of the Star Wars movies ever.
I know Darth Vader.
Do you know who he's related to?
I'm guessing Darth Mommy or something.
Elevator. Married to
That's
Elevator.
his wife, yeah.
He works in elevators. He works on Darth Vader's wife all day long.
I wasn't aware.
Hi-yo.
I wasn't aware the cowboy wasn't in
He's playing. He knows some of it, but
Some of it, but
I don't think
you're
he's
not
seen a lot of them. Have you? Have
What have
you
you
seen
seen?
a couple?
Have you seen the first one?
I've seen them all except for
Okay.
the past like 2 years.
Okay. Well, I'm not too concerned about it. But you've seen the originals.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm saying is that when Darth Vader, when you find out he's Luke's father, that was such a huge deal for everyone. So if someone came out of the theater and told the crowd that, can you imagine how people would have reacted? Now, some people might say, "Oh, you're lying."
I actually, honestly, for that, wouldn't have been too worried because most of them were nerdy dorks and they weren't really gonna.
You mean they wouldn't
Oh
be?
no!
Time out. That's the pot calling the kettle black.
Granted, yeah, but
You're still not running from them.
Wait. So you're saying the ones that watch Avengers are not?
no, I am. But yeah, no, they're all still nerds
No,
too.
no,
But
no,
actually,
time
Avengers
out.
has a big.
Yeah.
But think back in the day, Star Wars when it came out was the nerd community just came alive, and that's what there were a ton of people. That was straight up nerdiness right there. Everybody went and saw it, but the people who were really jazzed
Right.
about it and gave a shit.
Hell, that started the cosplay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got yeah.
Nerds.
love class play.
I knew you would.
That's-
You're probably a LARP or two on the weekend, aren't you?
Fur baby.
cosplay's not the same as role play.
I was saying, yeah. There's difference. There's a different level here.
Now, time out. Furry's a whole nother level.
Yeah, furry is not. No.
I'm down for that anytime.
Do you and Mickey have fur costumes, furry costumes?
Maybe.
I think there
Little
are.
scritching.
It's a
If
body
you don't,
milking.
I know what you're getting for Christmas.
I think if you go to Gen Con though, you do see some of those guys.
Oh yes, you do.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, they can be themselves for one day.
Yeah, and nobody cares.
Yeah.
Well,
Nobody-
technically they
nobody
could do
thinks
it.
I'm weird today.
Technically, they could do it 2 days a year because Halloween's okay to do that too.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah.
Because they just think you're going as a giant stuffed animal or something.
You can't be yourself on Christmas.
Yeah, well, you can, but usually what you do, you'd get arrested for at Christmas. I'm pretty sure.
Well, where are you going on Christmas
Well,
that you're
t-
dressed
No,
up
for
like
what
a
he
furry?
does.
Well, it depends on what kind of fur you dressed up as. You could be in the manger.
I meant just whatever.
What-
No, you normally do, not the furry stuff.
Who gives first communion on a Saturday?
No, it's tomorrow. He's prepping for stuff tonight and all that.
Prepping.
Jordan can't. Mr. Jordan. I don't know.
He's gonna eat a fucking wafer.
I don't. Yeah, I have no clue what communion is. So there's something they're doing tonight. I don't know. There's something. So
Prepping for.
I
first
think
we tried to get Jordan on the show, but
Jordan,
he couldn't make
get
it
your
because
ass over here.
it is. Hey, congrats! It's
Yeah.
Charlie's first communion.
it's-
That's fine. It's a.
it's like when someone gets married. You know how they have the rehearsal dinner
Yeah.
the night before. I don't know.
You do that for first communion?
I don't know.
I don't
I've never
know.
done a
I'm
first
not-
communion.
I'm-
I have no
I'm-
idea. I don't know.
I was
But I'm guessing-
Baptist. I don't think they did that.
I'm guessing there's something.
This must be a cold.
I think it's Lutherans.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, but there must be some kind of preparation. Maybe I
H?
don't know.
Preparation H.
Possibly. I don't. Again, I'm not. I don't. I like Pat. I'm not sure.
Not sure, but hey,
But he's
Jordan,
not here.
We missed.
We-
He
Yeah,
couldn't
so we
make
can
it,
poke
but
fun at him.
We're gonna make fun of him.
Yeah.
Don't you do that?
Anytime
Don't you
you-
do that anyway?
Anytime you miss an episode, you're
Yes.
Trash.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Or even no, actually, usually when he's here too.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Well, I guess we really can't.
Well, and
since
we weren't
but-
invited.
Well, yeah. I don't think I'm allowed to walk into a church.
It's not a wedding.
It's more like a. It's not that I'm not, the church is going to keep me out. It's that I'm pretty sure the Almighty would keep me.
no. But
You walk into a
But,
fortune.
but I'm trying to tell Cowboy you probably don't get invited to these things unless you're immediate family. I'm imagining, it's not
Yeah,
like
I'm
the
not-
extended.
yeah,
it's not like you put
yeah.
out, invites on Facebook to all your, coworkers and say, hey, my son. I mean,
honestly,
maybe
I
you
don't
do,
know.
but
I don't know.
Again, I don't know how the whole thing works. And if it's do you have multiple communions over the years? I don't
No,
know.
there's only one first.
Well, if they,
You do have
Well-
multiple communions.
well, if they call it
well, I don't know. There's those born again virgins that
Born again virgins.
Yeah, haven't you heard people say?
I have.
You mean
yeah.
you mean a born again Christian?
No, born again
No,
virgins.
it's usually
women,
fat chicks that haven't had sex in a really long time. Yeah, they're
yeah.
born again
yeah.
virgins.
Or you can get operations. You can go get those operations.
Yeah,
where-
yeah.
So, like, if you had it broken and you're getting married and you don't want your husband to think you've had sex, I don't know. It's not cheap, but you can actually have it.
I have no idea how this ties into communion, but
Well, because we're talking about first time. Like once it's first time, you can't really.
Or
once that's happened,
Star Wars.
you can't really go back. Once that happens, you really can't redo it.
ties in beautifully to a pig show. But
Well, I was asking
I'm-
because they keep calling it first communion. So I'm like, are there other? Do you do this multiple times in the church throughout your lifetime or something? I don't know what.
Well-
so if you don't ever do it again, why call it the first? Wouldn't it just be communion?
well, no, because then you do communion every week. But they
Well, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah,
You
do
there's-
just-
communion every week, but you
what is-
can't
okay,
do it.
I don't
until
know
you-
I don't know what communion is.
they
Is that
give
where you eat the cracker?
Yeah, you eat the cracker and they give you a drink of wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hasn't he been going to church for like
Right,
years
but yeah, but
already?
you have to be a certain age.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you know
Well-
it's an age. You have to go through the
baptism and stuff.
Yeah.
There's steps. You
There's
have to go-
classes. You have to take classes, I think.
I was in a Catholic family. I still don't know how this works, but
Yeah, wait, yeah.
there's certain things you have to do. You have to go to CCD classes and shit like that.
CCD?
Yeah.
Isn't that like truck driving school?
Yeah, pretty
No,
much.
that's CDL.
Oh, my bad.
Same thing.
Yeah, you're driving and drinking. It's like, here's a bottle of wine. And
CCR? What? Creedence Clearwater Revival? Is that's a different church?
That'd be a way. That'd
my
be a church
church.
I'd go to.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
CCR church.
But no, congratulations to the little man. Then he's getting old. Yeah.
How old is Charlie now? What is he?
I don't know. It's 2000. He was like born in 2009 when I first came back around. He had just
Was he 10 or
been
11?
born. I think he's 10. He might be almost 11.
I thought he was
Gotta
closer to
be.
11. I don't know. I lose track of
It's
time.
weird seeing that little kid grow up.
I mean, I knew Shauna
Poor
when
kid.
when she was 8, and what Shauna's
Poor
like.
kid
what?
knows more about brewing beer than we do. I think.
Probably, yeah.
He still does it.
Yeah, he probably does. Yeah, he's brewing it in his room, or at least he's brewing it. He's probably brewing a sour or something.
Charlie's definitely
Something with some funk to it.
he's a smart kid, man. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, yeah.
There's some yeast growing around somewhere in the dirty clothes hamper.
I stopped over the other night, and he got the Nintendo, the classic Nintendo, and he's all excited about it. I was showing me all his games. He was like, guess what I got? He goes, I got the classic Nintendo.
I still love the classic.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but
I know.
now you
Yeah,
don't have to have cartridges or anything. It's all just in the.
Oh,
No, he had the cartridges. He actually had cartridges.
actually
Yeah.
had
He had the
yeah.
actual old school, the one we are familiar
Yeah.
with.
So he has to experience the whole thing of going.
Yeah.
No, you do not fucking do that. Q-tip with alcohol.
I know.
takes
I just
too
but
long.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we all harmonica that thing.
yeah. Did he get Contra at least? So he can up, down, left, right.
By the way,
game.
the worst game.
Oh, it was awful.
That's a
What game was
horrible
that?
Contra.
Contra.
When you with the first back the cheat codes.
Did you hear? I just
I
heard
was
on
gonna
the
say
radio.
backdoor codes, but
Speaking
I know all those. Don't worry about it.
speaking video game, you know there's Video Game Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just heard about it on the radio the other day. They're
Yeah.
talking about the games that just got put in.
Yeah, Pong just
They-
got in.
And I was like, I had no idea there was a Video Game Hall of Fame.
it seems kind of
Wait a minute. Pong just got put in.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
like it
that's
was the
that.
very first
Yeah,
game.
That would have been
Yeah.
the first one in.
You think so? Yeah, because it got the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun.
Hey. Well, so I mean, honestly, they couldn't decide. They just kept going back and forth, back and forth.
Pat,
Sorry, dad joke.
Pat, congrats, buddy. You did good there. I'll give you that one.
You know, there's gonna be people that don't even get that.
I don't like you knowing that you did good, but that one, yeah, that was solid.
Thank you. Does seem kind of dumb though to have a video game. There's thousands. There's too many video games to ever. I don't get it.
That's what
No.
I'm saying. How do they? It's like when they have the Toy Hall. There's a Toy Hall of Fame, right?
Well,
and they decide what toys each
yeah.
year they get voted on. And it's like there's thousands of toys out there, just like video games. How do you decide? There's tons of
Well,
them.
even
What
Anakin thing now is too saturated. All the Hall of Fames now. It's
Well,
like
the
everybody once they
music
get
hall-
to a certain point, they get
Rock and Roll
they're
Hall of Fame is ridiculous
Oh,
now
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
The people that they let into the Rock and Roll Hall of
Oh, dear
Fame
God.
astonish me.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's not go down that road. I
Oh,
mean, we
no,
can,
that'll be
but
that'll be hour 2. We can hit that on hour 2 at some point if we
I
get
don't
there.
even like
'cause-
just that just
It seems like if you sold this many albums, you're in.
yeah, it's like-
and what
But have nothing to do
what's-
with rock and
what's
roll.
rock and roll?
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
what determines what's rock and roll? That's my
You
problem
just-
with it.
then
Well,
change
apparently Aretha Franklin is rock and roll. I can
you
tell
know,
you that
and I
much.
get that.
Yeah, but
Then change it to the Music Hall of Fame.
Correct.
Fine.
yeah. It
But
should
yes,
be
the
limited,
original
yeah.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was meant to be rock and roll.
Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, isn't Johnny Cash in there? And Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
he's-
but I think
Johnny Cash is more rock and roll than Aretha Franklin.
I know, but what I'm
and
saying
he
is,
inspired a lot of rock and roll musicians.
Oh, don't
what
get
I
me
was-
wrong.
big- so,
He's,
I mean,
he's a
there's
great musician.
It's like what criteria is
But
it?
what criteria? Where do you limit it?
Right.
Because he never sold an album that was classified as rock or rock and roll. I mean,
Right.
he had that rebellious aspect
Yeah.
to his music.
Right.
But he was a country singer in the overall scheme of things. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you don't go in somewhere and look under rock and find Johnny Cash.
Right.
You know, if you.
Right.
But I
But
get
a lot of
what
the
you're
guys
saying.
who were inspired. They did
Oh, yeah.
rock and roll. Were inspired. They were Elvis and Johnny Cash.
Oh,
And that's
yeah.
where, you
my
know.
biggest problem is you shouldn't also it should kind of go in order of like who's been around longest. You know, like I think Green Day was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before
Motley Crue.
Fleetwood Mac
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, right.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's like what?
Yeah.
Have any of you watched that Motley Crue?
Oh God, it's
Yes,
awful.
yes, I'm in the process. I'm not done
I
yet.
didn't
I am
hate
watching it.
I didn't hate it.
What?
Though the rest
Oh
of
my
them,
god, it was
Did
so
you see
bad.
it?
The only,
Yeah,
we
the-
were laughing our asses off.
I
It was so
couldn't
bad.
stop watching it, but it was horrible.
we stopped.
The Dirt.
And that's my
It was-
point exactly.
Yeah.
I could not
It's-
stop watching it.
I mean, I like Motley Crue, and
It
but-
was.
and I knew the background, but like someone was comparing like the Queen, a movie that was just out, right? I'm like, no, you can't compare Queen to Motley Crue. Okay, I'm
I'm
sorry.
excited for the Elton John movie to come out.
I bet you are.
No,
Absolutely.
no, it probably. I mean, I might. I mean, it's probably decent. I like Elton John. I mean, Elton John's,
love Elton
you know,
John.
Yeah.
he's one of those guys. But the thing is, Elton John wouldn't be Elton John without his partner that wrote all the music for him. That's
Bernie.
what people. Yeah, without Bernie, Elton John wouldn't be Elton John. Truthfully, I mean, he has the talent, but without Bernie,
Yeah, he was an
Elton
amazing
John
writer.
never would have gotten to where he got to. That's just my feeling on it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but this is like Queen. Without Freddie Mercury, Queen would never have been Queen.
Well, there's a lot of guys. I mean, Elvis didn't write, and Michael Jackson didn't write. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
they're entertainers.
you're right.
They're incredible entertainers.
But
and-
there are artists out there who
there's
have
artists who
done
did everything.
writing.
Right.
Those are called singer-songwriters.
I mean,
Yeah.
you go back to Rush. Neil Peart did almost all their songs. I mean,
We can quit talking about Rush anytime.
Anytime, yeah.
We just started.
Anything,
Yeah.
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 Well,
I'm
that
guessing-
was,
Oh,
guess
that was
you
far
know-
too
we
long.
forgot to tell Cowboy this is the Rush episode.
You don't like Rush.
Jesus
huh?
Christ,
Oh.
I'm out.
He doesn't.
You don't
like,
wanna
he
give me
doesn't like anything Canada.
Nothing Canada or just Rush.
Nothing can
Nothing
happen.
Canada.
So no Brian Adams, no Triumph, no.
No
No Ryan Reynolds.
You
no
throw all
Deadpool?
that shit in the garbage.
You don't like
You can
Deadpool?
So wait,
replace.
wait.
You can replace Ryan Reynolds 1,000 times over in Deadpool.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So you can't say, oh,
Whoa.
Replace him with
okay,
Tom
okay.
Hanks. Let's just put
Wait,
Tom Hanks in
okay.
as Deadpool.
absolutely, it would have been great.
All right, I'm just curious. Just we'll play devil advocate. Who would you put if you could choose somebody?
I would put Rosie O'Donnell in there over him.
Rosie O'Donnell.
You have to take that suit out
Yeah,
a little bit.
I was gonna say. I don't know. I just don't think it would have the same appeal.
You're right. I'm just saying you can replace him with anybody.
What's wrong with Ryan Reynolds? What's your beef
He's
with him?
Canadian.
It doesn't.
Okay,
honestly, it doesn't matter. It's if it's
Just because
Canada.
he's Canadian.
Yes.
What's your issue? I'm just curious. I don't know.
Oh,
we
yeah,
don't
no,
want
we're not going
there.
there.
We
All right,
can't.
all right,
We've
okay.
already did a
All right.
show.
Go back and listen to an old. There's an entire show on that.
And he was almost in tears.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, he shut down, and we were going to do
Yeah.
part 2, but we're like, we're going to do that again.
He's gonna
All right.
cry and leave.
I'll try to leave any Canadian references.
On the bus.
I
yeah.
didn't realize.
But
I still have the one backyard show we did over at Jordan's house, and like he was talking about one of his favorite beers. Remember the old school? And I looked it up, and it was like, that's from Canada, man.
I remember
Yeah, there was like a black something. It was it was one of our backyard
Yeah.
like 3-hour long
Yeah.
episode ones, and one of them was we were talking about some very old school
Black
beers.
Label?
No, it was something else. I thought maybe it was Black Label. Maybe it was Black Label.
That was a beer my grandma and grandpa used to drink.
Maybe
But yeah, it
was.
ended up being there was
I didn't
something
think-
you brought up, and you're like, oh yeah, I love that one, and we're like, I'm looking at him going, oh yeah, that's Canadian.
Motherfucker.
You were.
I was
It was
drunk
like
at that
hour
point
3.
anyway,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
like hour 3. I think by that time, but
You
I
guys
think-
should have
yeah,
warned me about
I think
this.
Ryan. No, we don't have. No,
I
it's
didn't know.
funny.
I didn't know they.
Who cares? It's funny.
I didn't
Yeah, oh
realize.
yeah. No, I don't care.
I just thought maybe you hated Rush.
No,
No,
yeah,
no, I
your
just-
car's gonna have
yeah.
flat tires, but
I mean, because some people don't like Rush, and I understand. You know, not Rush isn't everybody's cup of tea. I just am a
just be
big
careful
Rush
if he
fan.
goes up and says he's got to go to the bathroom for a while.
I do like
Is your
peanut-
door closed?
I do like peeing
No.
outside.
You like what?
You like what?
I do like peeing outside. So.
Oh, peeing outside. Is that just a Canadian thing?
You can't do that in this neighborhood. There's no peeing outside in this neighborhood.
Really?
I thought he said like penis.
Because the
I know.
houses are right there and the houses are right there.
I've done it in Jordan's neighborhood, and you're
Yes.
not that far away from him.
Yes, but there's no
Well,
way to hide. There's no place
there's
to
that-
hide in
Yeah,
this.
but Jordan's
There's
I've
that
done, it
little,
housing.
I've done it off his front porch.
there's that little bush
his
out
front
there.
porch.
Yeah, but his name. Yeah,
That's
but
a stoop. He doesn't
but
have
the
a
guy-
Neighbors
porch.
are building an ark in the backyard. They don't give a shit.
No, not anymore. It got taken out.
and his neighbor in the front was Hunter.
By the way, how did they get that out of there? Did they crane it out?
No.
There was a flood.
No. I know the story behind this.
Pat, you're on it today, buddy.
They had to actually move a section of the fence. They'd take a section of the fence and have to go back through that wooded area and like bring a vehicle through
Yeah.
there and pull it out. Yeah.
Holy.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I said that's what they were going to do before. That he said, "Oh no, they're going to crane it up over the house." I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, they're not."
Yeah.
You know how much money that was.
He's not going to knock his fence
but
down.
you know what? That would have been priceless. Talk about it.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would have gone viral. That's a
Oh.
YouTube video. I
The
mean,
news
you know,
stations would have been around everywhere.
I would have taken off work for that because you know something's gonna
Oh
happen.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Could you imagine us drunk asses sitting in Jordan's driveway watching that?
that would have been awesome.
Oh, my
Beer in
God.
hand.
I mean, that just
Watching the crane go.
Oh my
Please
God.
fall. Please fall.
yeah, just wait, wait for a strap to break. Just
Oh no,
wait.
no. Well, I'm sure a couple people would have been in the house like through the window trying to shoot out the
News station just gets me pissing off Jordan's front porch. And local drunk.
What's the matter? It's all going to end soon anyways in a flood.
The whole neighborhood would have been shut down for you. It would have had to close
Oh
that
my
road
God,
off. I
that'd
mean,
been so cool.
Oh yeah.
Should have had it. It would have been great too because you just get a bunch of like inflatable like animals 2x2 and just line them up.
Dude, our drunk asses probably would have been. We all would have taken off work just to watch that.
Hell yeah.
you have to. I mean,
I'd
that
have
doesn't
left. I'd
happen.
have left work.
That's a once in a lifetime thing.
Because if
You're
you
not
don't
gonna
know
see
what's
that ever
happening,
again.
I'm pretty sure it's not. Oh, it's going to happen today. Jordan would be like, okay, it's moving today. I'd have left work. I'd have gotta go.
It's like
I'm in
Gotta go.
I'm in Terre Haute driving my ass off.
Yeah, gotta go. There's an arc flying over a house right now.
So what happened to it? They put it in the water? Where is it?
no, I don't know what they did with it. I don't know if Jordan knows. All I know is it got.
I don't think it was. It was only half a boat.
Yeah, from what I understand, the city, finally said you guys can't have this back here. Sort of violating. You got to get it out
is
of
that
here.
what happened?
Yeah,
They
that's the
finally-
way Jordan told me. Yeah,
I
they
can't-
basically
it was
were like
that long that
Yeah,
they
it had been there
finally
that long, and
or
the
a-
city was basically.
It was like hanging over the fence.
it was there
Yeah.
for so long. It's like I don't know if that's legal to build your own boat in the backyard and just
I
let
don't
it
see what-
sit there. I mean, because it wasn't like it was a rowboat. It wasn't like some.
You could have just called it a shed.
I mean, that was a full size boat, man. It wasn't.
But you still have a size of a shed you can build and all that. Crap
Exactly.
When you're in a
Yeah.
subdivision. I mean,
and
Do you
if
have
it
a size of an ark you can build? No, I don't think anybody's put that in it.
that's fine what they were fighting for. Steve's fine with
Right, yeah,
it.
like,
in fact,
this isn't the bylaws,
Yeah.
you know.
In fact, I'm pretty sure the Bible's got specifications for how to build it.
It's like the HOA doesn't say anything about building arcs. I mean, come on.
There was something about the number of length and cubits and
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I think there's something. I don't know if it's in the Bible or some other apocryphal text.
Wasn't
But
Cubit wasn't that a video game?
no,
Cubert?
That was
Cubert. I
Oh,
sucked
Cubert.
at that game.
I don't think
I hated that
Yeah,
game.
I hated that game.
I couldn't play. I never could understand it. I never understood the premise behind it. What we were supposed to do? Jump on the blocks?
Up on blocks.
Yeah. What were you
I have
doing?
no- I have
That
no
one
idea.
and like Mousetrap, I didn't like that one. It was awful.
Mousetrap.
too.
board
Yeah.
game.
Huh?
Yeah,
No,
Mousetrap.
there-
Yeah,
there
it was.
was a-
Yeah, Mousetrap was a board game.
There was a.
You talking about
computer
Mappy?
game.
The one where the mouse runs around and jumps.
Yeah,
oh, I
yeah,
love that
Mappy.
game. It was
Really?
Mappy. Yeah, it was on in television.
Dude, what did the point of most of the video games have? I mean, it was come on,
Keep
it
you
was-
busy while mom and dad went upstairs and fucked.
There you go.
But you know, like Donkey,
It was no.
Okay,
it
Donkey
was the
Kong.
gateway to drugs is what they were.
Yes, that's right.
Donkey Kong. What was the premise of Donkey Kong? You rescue the princess, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm just saying there were most video games had something you were after.
I don't know. I guess we'll callers, please.
Well, Cubert was
the
just
fuck
level.
Cubert?
Cubert, what are you doing on Cubert? What's the end game? I mean, really?
You just keep going, but it's the same as most of the video games now. What do you do with fucking Bubble Blobble or the Candy Crush and the
I don't know.
Tetris?
I don't play any of those.
Or
Well,
Tetris.
Tetris.
Well,
Yeah,
the
well,
point
you
of
just
that
rate-
is
I
to
love
distract you
Tetris.
from your shit while you're
Yes,
shooting
working.
at work. Yeah.
Isn't
Well, I'm
Tetris?
working, yes.
You just
I
get
love
points,
Tetris.
You
right?
don't remember how to play Tetris?
yeah. No.
I
I know.
got
Right?
addicted. That was one game I did get addicted.
But
to.
don't you just? It's all about getting points, though, right? Tetris is just.
Yeah.
And
There's no
it's a
point.
it's a
Yeah,
puzzle
Tetra,
game.
yeah, you're right. Tetra was just the point of getting the most points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also had to think about it, because
yeah,
those pieces fell. You had to sort of know where to.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
yeah.
definitely-
You didn't know where to put them.
I mean, there's a strategy to
There's
it.
strategy.
I didn't have to think about it, but
Well,
I'm,
you know,
I'm
well,
but
all
I'm
right.
also autistic.
Yeah,
so.
but look at those people who play. Hey, what about the people who play Sudoku? I mean, come on. I mean, after a while, it's like, it's the same thing. I'm not-
Sudoku?
whatever.
Yeah, I play that on a daily.
I know people.
I did too.
I
Daily Poop,
tried it,
Little Sudoku. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, okay, it's the
I
same
do. I
thing,
legitimately do.
just
Yeah, me
different
too.
numbers.
Yeah.
It's not. I just don't.
It's a
understand
brain.
it.
That one does take some thinking on.
No,
on
you have
some
to
of the
think. I'm not
Sudoku.
saying you don't have to think, but you're doing the same thing. You're just adding numbers up, right? And you're trying to figure out where.
I'm
to
just
go.
trying to distract myself so I can poop.
They
properly.
say They say it's one of the best things to do to keep your
Alzheimer's.
Yeah, Alzheimer's. Yes. Yeah.
You know,
I do
you know what the other best thing to do is drink beer. Speaking of
Yeah,
which,
because then you don't know you have it.
Speaking of which,
I think it's time to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Hear a little message from our
and
sponsor.
who knows? Maybe we'll talk about Star Wars.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Yes, I did just steal that from somebody, but it doesn't matter. This is Kevin Thorne, formerly from the WWE and ECW, and you are listening to the Blind Pig Confession of the World Champions of Podcast.
So,
Bingo.
bitches. I mean,
Sorry.
seriously, you need to find you like an old bitch that is like just won like a bingo
Dang.
millionaire. She's got the bingo wing and everything.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay, look.
We just dropped into that one. That was a little awkward.
I'm not at that desperation point yet.
I'm not saying it's out of desperation.
It's
just-
based.
Well, you're saying first
financially
financially
smart.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What happens though if like at the last minute she's on her deathbed and then she says, I'm not gonna leave you anything.
Oh, you make sure that shit's signed
You
beforehand.
moved to her best friend.
You got this all figured out. Sounds like that's your game plan.
And even if she does pass away and give you all her money, you still move to the next best friend.
By the way, D helps work at the bingo stuff or whatever. So
I volunteer from time to time at the Legion to
yeah,
help out with bingo.
It helps out with
Yeah.
the bingo ladies.
Yeah, it's an
The
interesting-
Legion. So that's where I was going earlier. That was when we saw it. We wrote off our ticket to hell. Was at it was St. Patty's Day. I don't know. I remember what year it was.
Oh Jesus!
At the American Legion, Cowboy and I signed our death notice to go to hell.
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
There was a form.
What?
Huh?
There was
Well,
a,
it got slid to us that night. Yeah.
Yeah.
there was a
yeah.
form
Wait.
signed.
Which
Yeah.
Which Legion?
What'd you do?
American Legion.
The one here?
Fishers. Yeah.
What'd you guys?
Yeah.
What happened? Or do I want-
We were drunk by 11 a.m. and then by about 4 p.m. Cowboy and I decided to do another show on our own.
Oh, that show.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard about
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah.
It was
Is
not
it
good.
is it still around? Does anybody still have
I
a
think
copy
Jordan
of it?
Jordan has it. He's got to have it.
No, he's-
Jordan.
he's-
Well, you
no.
know what? Rob might have it.
I guarantee Rob has it.
Because he's got like three. He's had like 3 laptops since then, and no, I don't think Jordan still has it.
Because
I bet you Rob's got it.
we talked about
when
our
was this?
So we went into a entire
4 years ago, maybe 5.
Yeah.
Before
Oh,
I
wow.
moved up here.
Yeah.
All right, so it's
Yeah.
been a, it's
It
been
was
a while.
it was
then.
still
All
it was still
Yeah.
FBE, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
those
yeah,
pre
yeah, 'cause we
pigs.
did a show there.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
pre-
And that
pigs.
was early free beer days.
Yeah.
Early day when there was no structure.
Jesus.
So wow, so yeah, that's been a while. That's
Yeah,
been
so we
quite a
did a
while.
show there, Rob and Eric, and then
St.
Oh,
Patrick's Day.
okay.
and
okay.
then we like stopped, we were partying, and then me and Cub were like,
Let's
hey,
turn
let's,
it on.
let's fire up and do another show. Let's do a religion show on religion.
Oh,
And Rob and Eric smartly said, that's probably not a good idea, guys. And me and Cub were like, yeah, it
Whatever.
is." It wasn't.
No, it was
No,
not.
we
I
actually
think-
mainly talked about hating Nirvana.
It's, yeah, it's,
Oh, no, it was bad. It
Yeah.
was hating.
it's
every-
never been
Well,
aired.
It was
it's never been aired.
Okay.
it-
Well,
Oh,
well,
no, this
you know
was
what?
never-
Now, Cowboy, I can sort of sympathize with that. I don't hate Nirvana, but I always felt like they were. I'm not. I don't want to hopefully rub anyone the wrong way. But do you really hate Nirvana? Or
I
just-
think they're overrated.
Oh, I do
Overrated,
too.
or
Oh, I
something.
agree. I agree totally. I think the first album when it first came out, I could see why people jumped on the bandwagon. But the sad thing is,
But that wasn't their first album.
no, I know.
the
That's what I'm
first
saying.
album was awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
Bleach
That's,
was
yes,
killer.
exactly.
Their
That's what I was going to
first
bring back.
Then they
to.
went
Yes.
commercial.
Their
Bleach,
first-
yes.
Their first
yes.
commercial success. That got
Hence why
them.
you put a shotgun in his mouth.
Yeah. No, you're right. Bleach was so much better.
Because he didn't want to be famous.
Oh, whatever.
Liar.
Yeah. No. But that's a problem with so many of the good bands. You know, it's like they had really good music until they did become famous, until they became noticed by the masses, and then that's when I lose interest in most of the bands
And
because
not
it's
that
like
that was a it was a good album. I just
No,
I
what's-
just think it was overdone. And
Exactly.
There's too much emphasis on it. I mean, but I shouldn't say that either. A lot of people dug it, and a lot of people were inspired by that album.
Oh,
and
yeah,
there's
yeah.
different stuff out of the the grunge scene there. I mean, it was huge. I just think they're overrated as a band, and now nobody would know who the fuck the Foo Fighters were.
exactly.
Sorry, Chris Birch and
No.
and
You're right. No,
the
but
Dead Squirrels. I love you guys, but nobody would know who these guys were if it wasn't for Nirvana being as big as they were. But anyway,
well, but the thing is, when you look at it, when you think of all the bands that came out that period of time,
Beer.
there was only one lead singer left, which I'm sort of shocked that he's the last one standing of all the popular bands. Everyone else, they're all dead.
Keith Richards.
Yeah, Keith Richards. Yeah, he was in a grunge band. I forgot.
Who's all dead?
All the
All the-
grunge
Who's
lead
left?
singers.
They
Who
all
you saying
died.
who are you saying who's left? Who are you saying who's left yet?
Pearl Jam?
Vetter.
Oh,
Vedder.
okay. You
Eddie
said Pearl
Vedder.
Jam. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't
Which-
hear.
which,
I didn't
by the
hear
way,
early.
I mean, I wish
Mother
he was-
Love Bone. I mean,
of the bands that came
Screaming
out in that
Trees, all
early
of- everybody
early
died.
'90s,
Was
all
Chris
the lead
Cornell
sing-
dead
Chris
too?
Cornell, yeah, he committed suicide
Yeah,
a couple
there
years
you
ago
go.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's like they're all dead, and it's all,
Wasn't soon enough.
and you got to go like why? Because you think of, like you said, like Keith Richards, Rolling Stones, some of those bands, classic, they're still around. Those lead singers, they're still out there doing it.
Keith Richards has been dead for years.
Yeah.
but
He
he's
just
still-
doesn't know
I
it?
don't- Yeah, I don't know.
He's actually, yeah.
Well, he's not really the lead
He's
singer.
actually just a hologram now.
No, the
But you know-
cocaine just keeps him alive.
You know what I'm saying, though? It's just like, why the grunge guys, you know? It's
Yeah.
like all these other bands that are still, the lead singers are still kicking, a lot of them. And you got these grunge guys that are gone.
Because they
But
all
they're-
hate the fact that they
'cause
sold
they're all
out and
moody.
they kill themselves.
Because they're all moody.
You're rocking.
Whatever.
All right.
Mia, she's gone.
May the fourth be with you.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right, back to Star Wars.
No, we're going back to beer, but I was
All
just
right.
I was just redirecting the conversation. I need beer. What do we got?
We got 18th Street. This is Candy Crushable.
So
And
18th Street's been pretty good too
I haven't
on
had-
everything.
I haven't had anything by them that I didn't like.
No.
Their artwork is great.
Artwork is
I love their
awesome.
artwork. I know it's not, your artwork's great, but your beer's awful. But no, this one's actually pretty good. I got a buddy on our pool team that he actually takes the labels off of every new one he gets, and like the entire side of his beer fridge is covered in 18th Street Brewery labels.
What I like about 18th Street art is like other stuff. Their artwork will all look the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can tell the one, but the 18th Street is really
If you didn't know,
everything
that-
is different. They really do a lot of different stuff there, and
Yeah.
you wouldn't know one from the other. I mean, I don't know.
And if this wasn't on the shelf right next to another 18th Street, I
yeah,
wouldn't have
you
known
would,
it was 18th
no,
Street.
hell no.
Which is fantastic. It's a pale ale with lactose sugars.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a little, get the little creaminess to it.
It's almost a NEPA, but it's, like you said, it's got a creaminess to it.
Yeah, it's it's not cloudy enough or juicy enough to be a NEPA. It's
Well,
more,
you don't have any of those fruity flavors to it.
Right.
So.
Oh, it's a pale ale.
I know I'm not a beer connoisseur by any means, but this is a really good beer.
Yeah, it
I
is.
like this.
Yeah.
It could be a little colder
yeah,
for
we,
me.
yeah,
Oh,
we didn't,
yeah,
we
we-
didn't get
a little more
cold
chilled,
enough.
but otherwise it's
Here,
it's
just put
nice
some
and
ice in
smooth.
it. Just
I
put
like
some
it.
ice in it.
Just put some ice in it.
No,
No, I think
I'm
this
not
is-
doing that.
I think it's a really
like
good
putting-
beer.
It is.
It's like putting ice in milk.
It's very.
I
crushable.
love ice in my milk. What the hell's wrong with you?
Time out. Chocolate milk? Yeah.
Any milk.
Both.
No.
I like ice in my
Ice?
milk. Yeah,
No.
it's
I don't-
awesome.
I do
It
chocolate
waters
milk.
it down.
Don't care. It's awesome.
I
Some
only
of it
drink milk.
freezes to the ice cube,
Oh, yeah.
and
It's not straight
then when
out
you're
the
chewing.
teat. I don't want it.
Well, yeah, but trying to, it's awkward sitting under the cow like
mean,
that.
Would you say it's not the teat?
If it's
Yes.
not straight out the teat, I don't want it. It's not real, man.
Yeah,
You know, that's one thing, and I know this
he's
is
all
fun.
he's all
Okay.
natural.
I'm organic.
All right, and I'm going to say
organic.
this is one thing, and maybe this will determine where the show goes. But I've never been with a woman who's lactating.
Wow.
I mean, that's just, that's
Woo!
never. There are guys
in
out
the
there.
first hour.
There are,
Holy
guys,
shit!
there are guys out there that are into that thing,
Well,
and
yeah.
but I've never been with anyone.
It's not that I'm not into it.
I know. I'm just saying. I've never experienced that. So
Well-
I don't know.
Well, Cowboy's married and he's had 2 kids.
Then you probably have, maybe.
And if you suck hard enough, it still goes.
Yes, I've heard that.
I've heard that too.
I just like I
No,
said,
that's what I was-
I am not on that page. I've not been down that road.
I've heard. Yeah, I've heard if you suck hard enough, yeah, it's.
It's not horrible. I'm here to tell you.
I'll
He
take
puts
your
it
word
in his
for it.
coffee.
Does Ashley
Honey.
listen to this?
No.
Oh, so I hope she doesn't.
Hell no, shit.
It don't matter.
There'll be divorce papers in the mail.
No. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's probably. Yeah. No.
She didn't even listen to the first episode
No,
ever.
no, she'll never. She'll never divorce him. Hey, I haven't listened to this show in 2 years.
Yeah, but you're not married to him.
Oh, I'm married. Shh.
Yeah.
Not legally.
He puts out more. I'm here to tell you.
Hey, that's between you two.
No, it's not. It's on there.
Yeah, it
now.
is.
Well, yeah, and YouTube.
You two.
No, that's Pornhub.
Well, you know.
Yeah, wait till we get the VR glass. Wait till we get the VR camera.
I'm so happy with this episode.
And it's only
Thanks,
the first
D.
hour.
I know.
Thanks, D. Way to go.
Hey.
Awesome.
Speaking of lactating,
Let's talk about this lactate. This
Carrie
lactation.
Fisher. Who's your?
Carrie Fisher.
Oh,
She's not
damn.
lactating anymore.
No,
No,
not
she's
anymore.
not doing much of
No.
anything anymore. And you know, it's sort of sad though. You know,
No,
That
it's
she-
not.
what? That she passed away?
She had her fucking fame.
I
Yeah,
know.
she did.
Yeah, she had
She
a
did.
horrible life.
Well, yeah, but guess and Chewbacca died.
That,
Yeah,
that,
that's-
that's a little more disappointing.
That's Chewbacca's dead.
No, just because Peter Mayhew. Okay, think about it. How many people know who Peter Mayhew was? If he was walking down the street, would you know who he was?
No, I'd say,
Well,
look at that
yeah,
fucking
because he
furry-
probably never took the costume off.
Yeah, sure. Everyone he was dressed as Chewbacca.
I'm sure there were places I knew. Who
I got
he
a bar
was.
mitzvah to go to. I'm gonna put on the costume. You know, I mean, come on. I'm just saying.
Does he go to the bathroom in the suit too, and walking
know.
around and just doing everything in the suit? I don't know.
It's
Did
possible.
he do anything
I
else? Yeah. Did he
Besides-
do anything else?
He wasn't something.
You know what? He was a Minotaur in.
So he's never actually done anything without a costume
Yes,
on.
not without a costume, but he was a Minotaur in.
Well,
Harry-
he
Harry
wasn't the
Hot-
best at looking of people.
In I'm almost positive.
Henry and the Hitters.
No. A Minotaur. You know what a Minotaur is? You know anything
Jason
about
and the
Greek
Argonauts?
myth- Yes, Jason and the Argonauts.
What did
Greek,
you say?
Greek mythology.
Harry and the Hendersons.
No, he was not Harry and the Hendersons. I don't think so.
He
I
might
could be
have been.
wrong. It's possible.
Yeah, but Harry looked like Chewbacca. It was
He
basically
was
Chewbacca.
typecast. He was typecast for
He was
fursuits.
that's all he ever played. I don't think he ever played
Come
it.
on, that every guy with a fur suit was.
I mean, I really thought that comment was very underplayed for a second.
I did too. 'Cause I was like, wait a minute, what?
It's possible. Actually,
When
I
they were
think,
casting for Harry and the Hendersons, they went, I wonder where that Chewbacca guy is right now. Gotta get,
He's tall and
yeah. and he knows what it's like to be in one of these suits.
he's
so,
got the suit.
Yeah, I mean, we'll change
sure
it up a
he
little
kept
bit.
Yeah, he's tall and it works. Yeah, you know. Hey.
I like the fact that when we were talking about Carrie Fisher dying, he goes, wait, that was bad, but Peter Down was really bad, actually. Because her was like, fuck Carrie.
No. But Carrie sort
I
of
know
brought
what
it upon
you're
herself. I mean, she had.
No, I know.
I mean, she sort of. She
Yeah,
wouldn't
she
her
wrecked her own
family was
life.
fucked
I
up.
don't think she really brought it on herself,
yeah,
considering she had mental problems for
Well-
most of her life. I mean,
Oh, you mean all the
Well-
cocaine she did didn't bring it on
But then I'm
herself?
just saying she was sort of hooked on
well,
some
she
things.
was bipolar. She was bipolar.
She
Oh,
probably could
so
still
that
be-
makes doing cocaine fine.
It makes it doing very fun.
only half the time.
Half the time, yeah.
And I don't know how Peter Mayhew died. I didn't hear. I'm not sure if he had a-
Old
Why, it was 74?
lightsaber.
Yeah, but-
lightsaber.
I mean, like,
It was cleaning it.
he was cleaning it. Yeah. How do you clean a lightsaber?
Facing away from you.
Damn
Sorry,
thing's not
Peter,
working.
man. We're going to hell.
Now that's a video that needs to be made right there. How to
of-
clean a lightsaber.
Speaking of going to hell.
Yeah, this one's probably too soon.
No, that video how to clean a lightsaber is on Pornhub too. Don't worry.
I'll be back, guys.
Oh, the cowboy's like, yeah, I got it downloaded. You want to know?
Yeah, there is a Princess Leia in that.
I'll send you guys a text. Hang on.
Cowboy grabbed his phone like, yeah, it's right here.
If not, I will find it.
Or make one.
Oh,
Good Lord. Oh no.
oh, okay.
No. No.
Oh, shit.
I'm sure
I
there's-
still wonder. I do wonder. I wonder. Are they? Will they bury him properly? Or are they gonna bury him in the suit? I really hope not.
No,
proper?
I doubt
Huh?
it. No, the suits I think in like the Smithsonian or
I'm
something.
sure
the
they have.
original
I'm
one.
sure there's plenty.
No,
of
they only
copies.
made one suit.
Well, no. I'm just saying. I think the original one.
Smells awful.
I think the one he wore in the original Star Wars is like in the Smithsonian or some.
Well, yes, I'm sure that one. is.
In some museum.
Weirdo's basement
Yeah, possibly.
We don't have a basement in this house.
full of cum.
But how?
I like to think George Lucas uses it as a onesie.
But my thing is, how many people could actually wear it? Well, he was like 7-something. It's not like just anyone can put that thing on.
Don't matter. George Lucas still wears it.
He's in it like a fucking snuggie.
You put a butt flap in the back so you can go to the bathroom.
He's fucking popcorn in it. It's got popcorn stains all down it.
Popcorn stains.
Yeah.
Is that what they are?
Just sitting watching TV, popcorn falling on your chest.
Yeah.
That white stuff on the seat's not a popcorn
I
stain.
was saying, that's not popcorn. That's not butter.
That's extra butter, obviously.
What, from the
Oh,
Ewoks?
yeah.
Google how to get stains out of a Chewy costume.
That's going to come up with a whole bunch of shit.
You got to find a special dry cleaner for that.
Call Bill Clinton.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
No,
I think it's still
he
on.
obviously didn't call
No,
the
no,
right.
no, I
you
don't
didn't-
think
yeah,
I
yeah.
say it's still there. It's still there, if I'm not mistaken. Because isn't that like framed somewhere?
Yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah.
think it's like hanging somewhere.
What, the blue dress or
Yeah.
the Chewy costume? I don't know which one.
Both of them.
Both,
They're both
side
in
by
Smithsonian.
side. Both in the Smithsonian. Yeah.
So, going back to the beer real quick, because we're probably getting close to the top of the hour
Oh, yeah,
eventually.
18th
but
Street.
great beer, great clean. Again, another great summer beer for.
This is
It's
one
starting to
I
get
mean,
warm.
I kind of
Again,
want to have on hand at all
It needs
times
to be
right now.
colder,
It
obviously.
needs to be
Oh, yeah,
colder.
yeah.
It's a little. It's sweet, but it's drinkable.
It is, yeah.
It is definitely sweet, but it's not. It's not syrupy. I can definitely see people.
The
just
lactose part,
crushing
the
this.
lactose
I mean,
sugar adds. I think that's what's adding that
there's-
sweetness and the
there's-
creaminess.
Yeah, there's definitely some sweetness to it. So I can definitely see. I think
I
this
feel
is
like it
probably
almost kind
designed
of
for women.
borders on a cream ale, but a
A little
lighter
bit. That's
because
the
of that.
lactose. I think it's just so. It
Yeah,
seems,
just getting that. It's that creamy mouthfeel.
I mean, it borderlines an IPA. But if you put some sort of fruity flavor, like if you change up the hops, go to a mosaic
Yeah.
like we talked earlier. I think you'd be right there.
It's solid. I'm digging it.
Good
And they're
beer,
out of
wild
Hammond,
can.
Indiana. I mean, it's this 18th Street's not hard to get around.
Has anybody been there yet?
No.
It's
No,
an amazing
none of us
place.
have.
So there's the
Have
original. Yeah, it's awesome. Me and Mickey went to the original, and we went to we went to both, and very cool place.
Thanks for the invite, Dick.
Now, time out. 18th Street is opening a location here in Indy.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Hey, you guys. Yeah.
He's more on the.
Well, there
he's
you
got
go.
his finger on the pulse of.
Yes, he does.
Like what?
Of the
I
shaft
was
of
waiting.
Indy.
I was waiting for him to finish.
I didn't know
like,
you guys could realize that from the other side of the table.
I was
yes,
going-
Yes, he does.
I was going very slow there for a minute to let them fill in the rest of it.
No, I was curious where you're taking it.
No, I was letting you guys finish. Like usual.
Give them an opportunity. I always do.
Yeah, I know. But no, where are they opening up at?
I have no idea right now.
No, I have
But-
no idea.
Definitely yell because
About a month ago, they started putting posters up.
Oh,
Kind
really?
of a hidden message type thing. But
Really?
Hidden messages.
Hidden or subliminal?
no, it was hidden.
Where did you find it?
Well, if it's,
It was behind another billboard. He just
No,
if it's hidden, how do you know it's there?
it's in stalls all across Indianapolis.
Install in
Stalls.
bathroom stalls.
What other kind of
Oh,
stalls?
well, there
you
you
know,
go.
in Indianapolis?
I don't
Horse
know.
stalls?
How many of those do you know around fucking Indy?
I don't know. Go to Zionsville.
It was in Kentucky.
I can speak that
There's a
Kentucky.
few.
Yeah.
No, I think it's either Fountain Square or Irvington area.
Okay. I would probably guess Irvington area.
I kind of guess Fountain Square right now, but
Really?
I can't think
There's
any.
not a
I
lot
can't
of
think
room.
any open buildings.
Yeah,
No,
where
there's
the
not a
hell
lot of
is
room.
Square.
I'm down
Yeah,
there every
they're
week.
right.
opening
Where
up
would you
locations
go?
all and
Did they buy Fountain Square?
I don't know how big this place is, but Fountain Square is sort of
Well, tap house is a tap
Yeah,
house.
but yeah, you
it's
just
not a
have a little-
brewery.
yeah,
it's
you
not
don't
going to be a
need-
brewery. It's going to be a tap
Right,
house.
right.
Just need a space for beer. So,
But I'm just thinking what Fountain Square has, and I
Doesn't
can't think of a
seem
lot of.
yeah, there
Not a
goes
lot of space
there's a lot
left.
of empty
you
Well,
knock
buildings
down
there,
one house and you
True.
you
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
anything you want in Fountain.
True. Yeah, but Irvington seems to be more of a new up and comer as far as that area. So
Mhm.
it might be cheap as far as cheaper real estate too.
Unless
you know?
it's
Yeah.
kind of Garfield Parkish, because right now there's a bunch of money going into Garfield Park.
Okay. Well, yeah, we got to look at the new map. I remember I sent you guys. It might have been a month ago or so. They got a new listing of all the breweries, and you can check it off, and it will actually also I think you check a bunch of the breweries, it will map out the shortest route to get to all of them in order.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
I think that's what it does too. But at least it lets you mark off what you've been to, and I'll find that website, and hopefully we'll try to tack it onto the description of the show when we
Yeah.
release the show. But yeah, it's man, the list is still huge. Few things closing down here and there, but
It's ever growing.
yeah, but it's getting replaced. You know, some things are. I forget who else closed down recently. I'll have to look that up. There's been a few closures of some
Yeah.
things around.
It's
But
By
the
the way-
competition's there.
Tow Yard's old location.
Oh yeah.
It looks like somebody bought them out.
oh, really?
We were working right beside it the other day, and they had the garage bays open.
Tow Yard, the one down in Broad
No,
No,
What was,
right.
the, what was the one we went to that looked like a cafeteria?
Oh,
What was it Tow Yard?
Railroad
Or
or Bent Rail or
Bent
something like that?
No, Bent Rail.
I think it was
Bent
Bent Rail.
Yeah, it was Bent Rail. They had all brand new equipment in there, and then just never actually got
No,
turned
Tow
on.
Yard was a perfect place. It was
It
right,
was
right where everybody
fantastic.
parties for the Colts games, and it was right.
Right,
like
right. That's
but
right.
they had the bays
The
open,
parking lot.
and all you smelled was fresh beer.
It just
Really?
wasn't good beer.
Well, no, new. He said new people,
Yeah.
but we
Oh,
gotta
the
figure
new
out
people.
who.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but it looked like people were in there.
Yeah,
working
you get some
around.
good beer, and that's an incredible location. I mean,
And it was a fantastic location.
I don't think I ever went
Tow
to that
Yard
one. Where
just
was
seemed
that
to
at?
have-
It was right on South Street and Central, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I don't think I ever went around that area. So I don't.
I was
I
there
don't
for the
recall that
game,
one.
so I always went over there. But it was just always just hop heavy
Yeah.
and just IPAs. And
Well, even if it wasn't hop heavy, it was just lackluster on flavor.
yeah, I just wasn't a big fan of
Their
them.
best beer was that shandy they had, and that the only thing that made that was the fact that they used a local soda supplier, and it was
Right.
that grapefruit that they used.
Yeah, not
And-
that it was bad. People liked it. I just wasn't a big IPA fan, and it was stuff was real hops that I didn't enjoy that I just wasn't a big
Yeah.
fan. But,
Yeah.
it was a great place, and
And it was a very cool location.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
hopefully
And
that's-
I mean, everything about it was an awesome thing. Like you even went in and they had all the old beer cans.
Mhm.
That's what they decorated it
Yeah.
was old beer cans, and it was cool and shit. But
So
bad beer.
speaking of that, I went to a brewery when I was in Oklahoma. Son of a bitch.
that's
Wow,
a cool
that's an
name.
awesome brewery name. I love that name.
What was the name of that brewery? Holy shit! It's gonna.
Holy shit's a good name too.
But it was awesome when you walked inside. I gotta pull that name. It was all old style, old beer cans, but not just old style. It had it was weird. Like there was a crab beer and then old hams can. It was just everything. It was beer cans. But it was,
Ooh, old hams.
yeah. It was pretty wild. Now it's gonna kill me that I can't think of the name of the damn place.
Well,
Okay.
you are awesome at this job.
Yeah.
Next
well, I wasn't
episode, you
expecting that to come
remember.
up till he said the beer cans. I'm
You're the
like,
guy. Yeah, but you're the jackass who remembers everything.
I know, but he put me on the
Normally,
spot.
you're like, oh yeah, I remember 1984. I was at a concert and
As
one
soon as
lady
we-
touched my weenie and
well, you always remember that.
What concert was that?
Moody
out, I
Blues
remember-
and
I remember-
Boy
there was a-
George?
the Fix. I think.
You sure it was a woman?
What concert did you go to last week?
That
I don't
didn't
know.
matter. In my mind, it was. So
Mickey, what concert was that?
I remember all 4 times my wiener's been touched.
At a concert?
No, 2 of them.
twice tonight.
He's got, and he's got 2 kids. So yeah, he's got 2
Say, what
kids and 2 other
What
times.
kind of shows are you guys going to? Because I've been to a lot of shows. That's yet to happen.
Oh, you're doing it wrong.
I will say Aerosmith one time, I had to been, well, I was like 15 years old.
Oh, okay.
And
Then we're going back way too young. I'm like, I don't think I want to hear this. Got your wiener touch story. Did they touch you in the bad place?
well,
Where'd the bad man touch you?
I remember
Michael Jackson concert?
Go get one of these toys and show us where they touched you, boy.
can I grab the Pee Wee Herman doll?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That's worth some money.
No, yeah. Fair enough.
Actually, I have one of those. But
It's anatomically correct.
That was actually a gift.
yeah, I'm pissing at the urinal, and at Deer Creek, the chicks line is forever long.
Oh, yeah.
Well, 3 girls walk into the.
Did they use the urinal?
Well, hang on.
They
Two
go-
two chicks went to the stall, and one of them, the other chick, came right next to me, and she's pissing in the urinal. And I was like, "Well, I got to look." I remember being 15 years old, like I've got to look,
She's in there.
and so I legitimately go, "What?"
That's not a
And
woman.
there was no wiener.
And did she say anything?
Did she have a taco?
She just kind of laughed.
Yeah. Oh, she was probably drunk. She didn't care.
Oh,
She was
yeah.
using a cup to aim it or something.
I
with
guess,
a
no,
hole
they
in
used
it.
to. And this was years ago, and I don't know if it's still out there. But I remember reading Cosmopolitan. They sold like these things. They're called taco or something, but they would.
They still
yeah,
sell
yeah,
those.
that the
Well,
women
they call them a
use?
porta.
Yeah.
Well, it's also called like a porta. They have like
Porta
a porta
weenie?
jane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A porta jane,
but-
but it's basically a funnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
women
yes,
use.
it's
Yeah.
basically a
No,
funnel.
just the way she was holding herself allowed her to. Yeah.
All right, that's awkward.
Fuck it.
Anyway.
We should go
But-
into
but
a funnel
where did
business.
she go?
That's what we should do.
But at what point did she touch your wiener though? 'Cause that's
Yeah,
where the
I'd say,
story
what,
started.
yeah. Well,
I touched myself.
yeah. Well, he was going to he was using, he was doing the same thing. So, he sort of was like, yeah.
Gotcha. That's where I was lost on where the wiener touching happened.
You brought up concerts and wiener.
He was
touching.
touching his
He
wiener.
was, yeah.
Looking.
There was some confusion there. It wasn't
That would actually kind of. I think that might confuse me. Period. At that age, going, there's a woman pissing next to me in the urinal.
Did she have like one leg up or anything? Or no?
She control. I guess
Yeah.
control.
I was confused by the long line of the women's urinal. Isn't that what he said?
The long line's the woman's urinal.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
I think you meant bathroom. I don't. Yeah.
What year was this?
Oh man.
Well, they have those now.
yeah, right. Back then, though, I think,
Oh shit! Yeah,
Wow. All right. So we hit our we tried a couple beers today. 18th Street and
Boy, this
what
came
was our
really
other one?
quick.
What was our other one?
The Lost Abbey.
Yeah,
Not at
Lost
all.
Abbey.
Both
And
aw-
great,
both awesome.
great
Yeah.
summer. I think they're great summer
Yeah.
beers. Oh, kind of any time, but
Yeah.
with summer coming up, great refreshing beers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Keep them nice and cold, obviously.
Yeah.
But they go down smooth. There's no bitter aftertaste or anything with the hops used. And, of course, the 18th Street stuff. Collect the cans, take the labels
Yeah.
off,
Yep.
collect the labels. Labels are awesome.
Lost Abbey, 2 amazing breweries that I
Yeah, it's
definitely
been
haven't had
great.
anything bad from. And I'm glad I tried that one because everything I've had from so far from Lost Abbey has been stout, which we do have. on.
And keep an eye on your Tavor
Awesome.
app for any lost. Keep an eye on your Tavor app for when Lost Abbey stuff comes around. 'Cause,
Yeah,
again,
grab 'em.
they're still they still post at least I think 2 beers a day now at this point.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
used to post
Yeah,
like
oh, yeah.
a beer a day. Now
Well,
they're-
but there for a minute, it got to be like 5 beers a day.
yeah, it was a
They
little
go to wait
over
list
much.
a lot quicker too, so you gotta grab them. If they
Yeah,
look good.
yeah, the wait list does hit, but look
they're
for the
good.
Lost Abbey ones. It's been great.
Yeah.
I think we have
Yeah.
another Lost Abbey
do.
we may try on another show.
Yeah.
So cheers! I don't think we talked a lot about Star Wars, other than
This was the best Star Wars episode we've ever
it
had.
is. It's great. Cowboy loved it. Just the right amount of Star Wars.
Cowboy needs to be schooled.
No, he doesn't.
No, he's watched the episodes. There's no schooling
No
of it.
schooling. I mean, yeah, he's not really a school kind of guy.
I mean, maybe if John Wayne was in it, it'd be a
good
little
Lord.
bit better.
I'm not sure John Wayne would have played in Star Wars.
Yeah, he wouldn't. That's what I'm getting at.
If you strike me down, partner, I'll be more powerful.
Yeah.
Hey, and I like John Wayne. I'm not against John Wayne.
Good.
Right? Nothing against a good Western. Star Wars was sort of like a Western, though.
It
in a way.
kind of was.
It's
And
called
Lucas
a-
even said so.
It
He
was
said,
called a space western.
Yes. There's a lot of things about it that are very
because
Western.
that's what that is.
It was a space western.
So it was
Actually,
a space opera.
Firefly was more of a
Space
that,
opera.
Sorry, Firefly was a space western.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's serious,
But-
but that's all nerdy stuff that Cowboy didn't know anything about.
You're right.
Yep. See?
It's all right. We all have our thing.
Remember how we had a fridge full of beer?
Yep.
Let's get on that.
All right. Cheers, everybody. We'll be back on the next show, and keep listening.
Wait.
Met you in a haze of days, a deja vu, blazing down the avenue, trying to make a buck or two. You said you had nothing to lose, amazed I knew you were telling truth, so we blamed the days and drove out towards something new. Spend a year on a holiday stay. What we grew in the fields is what we ate. Wasn't enough to satiate the hunger in our souls. So I drank the blended cactus and you set up on the road. Where are we going? No one really knows. But in the past you never failed to follow me. Roosters crowing, it's time for you to go. I can hear a freight train whistle and left you with a jug of wine in the Louisville strip. It was Easter time with the banjo clips and the pack upon his line. Tin of tobacco, a bag of lies, a nomad's grip on a state of mind. You smiled back, knowing this was not goodbye. Now the rails looking far out. Had a close shave at the building here's Billy Cloud. You followed through with the insane and dove into the country's veins. Risked it all for a better look. Lost it back to write the book. Where are we going? And no one really knows. But in the past you never failed to follow me. Roosters crowing, it's time for you to go. But if you find the truth, you bring it back to me.
Rose to heaven, fell to hell, drowned inside a wishing well, caught a bus back home with a tale too told to tell.
Glassy eyes in a darkened mind, you sat completely paralyzed, like a ghost who'd lost his grip upon the ground. But life's a big old bitch when you see it transform.